All right, Hunter, quick hypothetical question.
You know, Dan, hypothetical questions make me nervous from you.
Okay, it's a simple question. Can you turn one of the most famous video games into a movie?
Sure, hypothetically, but what year is it?
Oh, 1993.
I might say no.
Oh, but what if I told you it would be a sincere Super Mario Brothers movie where Mario and Luigi fight evolved dinosaurs in a cyberpunk dystopia named Dinohattan?
I'd say that sounds like child-ruining material right there.
It's real.
Can it not?
It's official.
Can it not?
Nintendo approved it.
Please no.
Okay, so Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopper, fungus-based monarchies.
Can it not?
Oh yes, today on the Hubbubbery, before The Last of Us, before Fallout.
Before a Minecraft movie, before Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles.
Before the animated Super Mario Brothers movie, and before the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
There was the 1993 live-action Super Mario Brothers movie that Nintendo refuses to acknowledge exists.
Here we go!
Welcome to the Hubbubbery with Dan and Hunter. On with the show.
Quick context.
Yeah, okay, because, you're probably going to need it.
So, two Brooklyn plumbers fall into a parallel dimension
where dinosaurs evolved into a cyberpunk kind of like society.
Run by King Koopa, Bowser, but they didn't use that name.
Who's from that dimension and wants to merge it with ours.
Using a meteorite fragment.
Yeah, which is currently being worn as a necklace by Princess Daisy.
Who was also originally from that dimension.
And arrived in our world, as you do, in a dinosaur egg on a church doorstep.
And the Mario Brothers have to save the day.
Yeah, well, that's the gist, and frankly, it's a lot of gist.
Yeah, so starting at the beginning of all of that, how do you turn Super Mario Brothers, a bright, cartoonish Nintendo game about plumbers jumping on turtles, into a live-action movie?
Well, I'm not sure like this, but apparently somebody's answer to that question was make it largely confusing and dinosaurs.
Exactly, and in this case, you have Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
What are you doing? I don't know, Mario. Just trust me. I got a good feeling about this.
Play the lead characters, Mario,
Name? Mario. Last name?
Mario.
and Luigi Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Yeah, I know. It's really best not to think too hard with this movie. Anyway, Mario and Luigi, they're Brooklyn plumbers who fall through this dimensional portal.
Yeah, and I mean, so far that sounds good. That's a good part, right? But through this portal, we get a parallel dimension where dinosaurs never went extinct and instead evolved into humanoid creatures. And it's not the Mushroom Kingdom, it's, of course, Dinohattan.
Yeah, Dinohattan, a cyberpunk dystopia run by King Koopa, who's played by Dennis Hopper, who has a flamethrower.
Yeah, well, yeah, that all checks out. You just have to squint really hard, and then it's exactly like the game.
Back on the cast, though. Yeah. Here's the funny part. It's actually pretty fantastic. Bob Hoskins as Mario, John Leguizamo as Luigi.
Yeah, and you got Dennis Hopper as King Koopa, like you said. Samantha Mathis as Daisy.
Fiona Shaw as Lena.
Yeah, that's not really a bad lineup.
No, I mean, Mario and Luigi are not played by Italians.
Right, and that's just one of the many details this movie will dare us to look past.
Yeah, Hoskins later said he mainly took the role because his kids love the game.
Didn't he later also say that it was the worst job he ever had?
Yeah, so about that. The making of this movie is legendary.
I think you meant to say infamous.
Yeah, pretty much. The script was constantly changing. There were 9 writers attached to the film at different times. Directors Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel of Max Headroom fame. And the movie's producers just could not agree on a treatment for this movie.
Which kind of explains why a majority of the movie feels like the characters themselves are just trying to figure out the plot in real time.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins said the production was a nightmare and at one point broke a finger on the set after Luigi accidentally slammed it in the van door.
Mamma mia!
I can't stop this thing. I can't see where I'm going. To the base. There are no brakes.
So here's another twist. Nintendo was actually really nervous about this movie.
Well, no kidding.
Yeah, well, at the time, Nintendo was extremely protective of Mario.
I'm not sure. This entire movie begs to differ.
Well, I mean, Hollywood convinced them that their darker sci-fi version would actually be better in live action.
I mean, hey, we get darker sci-fi, we get fungus walls.
And 7-foot-tall dancing dinosaur Goombas with tiny heads.
Yay! Oh, actually, you know what? True Hollywood fact right here. To this day, 7-foot-tall dancing dinosaur Goombas with tiny heads is still cited by me as one of the strangest design decisions in all of movie history.
Yeah. So, when the movie came out in 1993, audiences had no idea what they were watching.
Well, yeah, I mean, kids expected, I don't know, Mario.
Yeah, and adults expected something vaguely even coherent. Instead, they got this weird hybrid of cyberpunk and slapstick and dinosaur evolution theories and Bob Hoskins playing with fungus. It's not exactly a faithful adaptation.
I don't know, there's like some part of me when you say that all out loud kind of sounds amazing.
But not if you were expecting a Mario movie.
No. And not to backtrack too much, but I think it all really can be chalked up to the chaotic production of this movie. Again, like you mentioned, 9 different writers. Apparently, most of the cast signed on when the script was actually somewhat decent.
Is it possible you could assist us in escaping?
The actors didn't even recognize the movie that they were making as rewrites were actually coming in, sometimes while they were filming scenes.
Yeah, it's a tough way to make a movie. I mean, it got so bad that the directors, Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, were ultimately barred from the editing room.
So here's the twist.
Yeah.
Over the years, this movie, Super Mario Brothers movie, has developed a huge cult following. Quentin Tarantino even hosted a 30th anniversary screening that was sold out in 2023.
Yeah. I mean, it's wildly messy, wildly chaotic, but it's also wildly imaginative. I mean, the production design, you can take a look at that alone, is really cool. Grimy dinosaur city.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a hearty recipe of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Blade Runner, and I don't know, maybe a tiny pinch or two of Mario.
Just a little bit. All right, Dan, you know what time it is. It's time to suit up and grab your plunger.
Ooh, we're about to descend through the warp pipe.
Yes, into a world where logic breaks down.
And all we can do is react.
Come with us into
The reactor! Ah, Mario and Luigi's love life is healthy.
Oh, that's nice and a little disturbing. Mario and Luigi go to jail.
A classic Super Mario Brothers cutscene.
Yep, Super Mario Brothers, everybody.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yoshi is a baby velociraptor.
And Toad is a street musician, played by Mojo Nixon, who gets de-evolved into a Goomba dinosaur.
Goomba.
Oh, Goombas. They're 7-foot-tall, tiny-headed dinosaurs.
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
We never heard the name Bowser, but King Koopa's castle is a high-rise office building.
Dinohattan.
Super Mario Brothers!
You know, this is making me kind of want to play the game.
Really? Why?
I'm not really sure.
Huh. Mario and Luigi finally don their iconic outfits late in the movie.
And it's unclear exactly how they come about these outfits, but,
Yeah, it's really best not to think too hard about anything in this movie.
Okay. Luigi Mario makes dinosaur Goombas dance in the elevator.
And they keep on dancing. Dinosaur Goombas chase Mario and the gang's inner circle of girlfriends down an icy path, sledding on
a bed mattress.
a bed mattress. Just like the game.
Yep. Then the big boss battle. Worlds begin to merge.
We're merging!
But, as always, proper plumbing technique wins in the end.
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers! Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
For years, this movie scared Hollywood away from making any video game adaptations.
What scared me right now. Yeah, I mean, studios look back at this and said, never again.
And yet, 3 decades later, Mario finally returned to theaters with the animated version.
Yeah, and it did maybe a little bit better. Made over $1 billion, spawned a sequel.
So maybe the lesson isn't that Mario can't work in the movies.
True. Maybe the lesson is don't make Mario a cyberpunk dinosaur movie?
That sure doesn't sound like something anyone would ever need to say.
Yeah, but honestly, I kind of love that this movie exists. Yes, it's a mess. Yes, it's a total disaster. But I liked it as a kid. I mean, it clearly was entirely different from the video game, but as a kid, it was just kind of dumb fun. One important note with this movie that I thought was kind of interesting was that there was a scene cut from the movie because, again, the directors didn't make it in the editing room, but there was a scene that they filmed where at the very end, 2 Nintendo executives come after Mario and Luigi get back, and they want to turn their adventures, because they're seeing them on the news and everything, into a video game. Mm-hmm. So basically, the movie was set up as a precursor to the video game. So if this scene had been in the movie, that it might have made a little bit more sense, because it was kind of alluded to that there was something lost in translation, and little bits and pieces didn't really make it into the game, and the game was its own thing, but the Mario Brothers live action movie was meant to tell the true story of what happened.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there's something that says maybe that would have made it a little better, but I mean, what is it defined as in that part? I think it is like, okay, well, I get what you're trying to do, but overall the movie still kind of stunk.
So there's a post-credit scene in this movie,
right? And it's sort of similar
to this,
to that, yeah,
with stereotypical Japanese businessmen.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Where I was like, when I saw that scene, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, and I know. So it kind of seemed like, well, that scene included
Fisher Stevens,
and
I don't know,
and his buddy
McGiver.
We don't know your
character's name. He's a character actor, and he's actually good in a lot of stuff, but I cannot remember his name. But Fisher Stevens,
right? But so it's kind of strange. I mean, they shot that one, and somebody decided that was a better scene.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, that makes no sense.
That scene,
it's completely useless. Yeah. Whereas at least the one with Mario and Luigi would have kind of made some sense. But,
did we even see those guys cross over the dimensional portal too?
Again, it's best if you just don't think too hard about this movie. I mean, see, you're trying to apply logic.
Oh, believe me, I don't want to think anymore after this.
Yeah.
About this movie.
You don't want to watch it again?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But I will own up to the fact that I have not watched any of the animated ones.
Really? The new one?
Yeah. And it's not because I don't want to, but I also think that those are exactly the movies that they're supposed to be, because it's exactly what everybody wants to see, which is like, they took the same thing. They're like, well, we got a plumber named Mario. Princess Peach, not Daisy. I don't know what's up with that. We got, there'll be Yoshi. There's going to be Luigi. There's going to be Bowser. Mm-hmm. There's pipes.
Yeah. It's what you would expect.
All the stuff. They cherry pick a lot of stuff, and then they formed a movie around it. These guys, this team, these 9 people who wrote this, cherry picked and said, nah.
Is there anything, so I'm kind of wondering, I'm trying to pick your film history brain here. What made the filmmakers think this kind of tonal direction might work? Was there anything maybe they pointed to for inspiration around the time, thinking, we have this this base idea, but we want to just, I mean,
93 was, sort of like started to be the peak cyberpunk era, I mean, you gotta think about the early to mid 90s, because, we had The Matrix, we had Johnny Mnemonic, we had Tank Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right when all of this, like, things like the internet and VR and all this stuff, so they were like, cyberpunk. Except for the, and I think they just said video game cyberpunk. And I don't know if they just thought the audiences would be like, well, video gamers are cyberpunks. It's like, well, but also, I mean,
especially Mario Bros.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and the genesis of Mario as a character. I mean, originally he was called Jumpman.
Yeah. Clever name.
Way back. Mm-hmm. There was Donkey Kong.
Right.
And it was Mario.
Was Donkey Kong called Jump Monkey?
He was supposed to be Monkey Kong, but I think they messed up somewhere and they called him Donkey Kong. Explains that. I mean, really,
I don't like that origin story.
It's terrible, but it's true.
Oh no,
Monkey Kong.
That has ruined Donkey Kong.
Problem.
Oh no.
But then and then they had. In the arcade, they had Super Mario Brothers. This is when we saw Luigi, and that was the one where they both are just jumping around, and you're hitting. You came out of the pipes and you hitting crabs and turtles and stuff, and then on to the home entertainment systems and stuff like that. But they took all the elements of the stuff, like the sunny land and the pipes everywhere and the underground, and they said, we're not going to do that. We're going to do de-evolved dinosaurs and Dennis Hopper, which I was like, I guess. I think they just trying to be gritty and appeal to what they thought the audience wanted.
Yeah, and they just didn't know what the audience was, it seemed.
No.
Yeah.
And 30 years later, somebody else said, we're gonna those games, we're just gonna make one of those with a story,
right,
and $1 billion.
Yeah, that's
formula was not hard to figure out.
No. But hey, it eluded people at the time in the early 90s.
Yeah. So this is an example of overthinking.
Yeah.
Your approach.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Ever.
So, as we wrap up here, what do you think? That last scene at the end there, if that had been part of the movie, what do you think? Would that have made it any better?
Yeah. Did you see this movie in the 90s when it first came out? Because you know what? Fun fact, and this is very rare that this happens, he did, I didn't. Because I was like, that doesn't look like what Mario Brothers is at all.
Right. Well, I was 8, so I didn't know any better. You were old enough to know better.
Oh, I was definitely old enough. I was like, well, I'm not going to see that. It looks terrible.
Yeah. But, I watched it 2 times for this episode, so...
Did you? I watched
maybe
it.
3. I've watched it 3.
Did you watch... Now, so do you remember The Wizard? Did you like that movie?
You know what? Have not seen The Wizard.
Oh, well, that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And the only reason that exists is just because of the Nintendo Power Glove, which really...
Well, they were really trying to promote
they
that,
were.
Right?
Yeah. There's a whole story about that thing I'll have to dig into because, the promise of that thing was way more than anything that ever happened. Everybody was convinced that thing was going to be legit.
Maybe you should do a little short
on the Power Glove.
On the Power Glove. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll just go to eBay and see how much those things are getting.
Really? How much?
A lot.
Really? So, if you have a Power Glove and you want to send it to us, please do. We'll put it on our table.
Like, share, subscribe.
Send us a Power Glove.
Fund our table.
Our table looks very clean, but I feel like it could have more stuff on it.
Yeah, Power Glove will do it.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, like, subscribe, do all the things. Share with your friends if you think maybe they might like it. If you don't think they'll like it, share it with them anyway because, we could use the views.
Yeah.
So.
If it's a hate watch, we'll take that too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, until next time, this has been
the Hubbubbery. It's a me!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
You've been watching the Hubbubbery. Comment, subscribe, and hit like. It's funny. Like used to just mean you liked something. Now it's currency, isn't it? Like me, validate me, be my friend. Ha! Social media, eh? This has been Nigel Fiddlesticks for the Hubbubbery. Ta-ta for now.